Hello, it's MEOSHA, and welcome to Oh Wow Podcast. Hey, I'm MEOSHA, and welcome to Oh Wow Podcast. So, good afternoon. Where I am at, it is 1 o'clock p.m., and I hope you guys are having a good afternoon. What are you guys' plans for today? Are you guys doing anything exciting today? Well, I'm going to actually get out this house and I'm going to get all cute today and I'm going to visit a museum. What I've been doing is just Googling free events to attend just to try to get out the house because oh boy, my bed has been my best friend. I am in my bed a lot. And again, I'm in my healing process. So this podcast is strictly made for me to heal. And I do want to make it clear that this won't be a every Wednesday thing, a everyday thing. This is just a free space for me to be able to talk about my healing and my pain and my happiness and also other people pain, healing and happiness because I really feel like everybody just needs a safe space to be able to talk and not be judged. So, again, I only do these episodes when I just feel as though I really need to say something about what I'm thinking about. And this morning, while I was just laying in the bed and looking at the ceiling and talking to God, I just was thinking that I really don't have protection from a Black man. So, this episode will be called Protecting a Black Man. And I want to first and foremost just start off by saying I love Black men. I love Black women. I love Black kids. I am Black. I stand for Black people. But this is my truth, my experience, my life, my voice. And when it comes to Black men in love, I haven't experienced that oh wow moment where I just feel like I am just completely protected by my Black man. And I want to make it very clear when I'm in a relationship with a Black man at that time, it does feel like I'm protected. They do let me know that, they will protect me. But in reality, that's not what it really is. And I say that because I'm just going over things in my mind and just thinking about the past relationships that I've had with Black men. And after the relationship ended, I never was protected. And I spent years or a year or months or how many ever days or years I did to protect a Black man and to protect their ego and their pride. But then I'm never protected at the end. So let me break it down and tell you guys why I feel this way. So in my adult years, I've only had 3 serious relationships. Now, I don't count high school at all because I feel like when you're in high school, you're growing, you're learning, you're dating, you're just trying to figure it out. Now, if you have married or still dating your high school sweetheart, that's completely different. But if you graduated high school and was single or either broke up with your boyfriend and girlfriend and you started a new life after 21, then I feel like those are the relationships that you count because everybody know you're legally grown at 21. So anything that you do at the age of 21 and up, that's responsibility. So in my years, I've had 3 serious relationships. And the first one was my baby father, which of course that still wasn't 21, but I had a whole child with him. And at the time in 2009, I was in love with him because I had his daughter. And we met at a low point of my life. So he was at a low point of his life. I was at a low point of my life. We connected and we fell in love. That relationship lasted 3 years. Now, after that relationship ended when I was 18, 19, then when I actually hit 2021, I got into a new relationship. Let me backtrack because I did not state what I want to state for the past relationship. So, with my baby father relationship, I protected this black man. I did. I loved him. I rebelled against my mom and my dad for him. I didn't care who didn't like him. I loved him, and that was all that mattered. I protected him. I protected him from the lies. I protected him when, just being truthful, he was about to be incarcerated. And I'm hiding him in my apartment at the time. This is old now. This is 16, 17, 18. So when you're in love, you're doing crazy things. I was protecting him because I loved that black man. But after the relationship was had ended, I had to fight my way out of the relationship to survive. I had to fight and argue with this same black man that I protected for years and loved for years. And now that is over, I have to fight for my life and I have to be degraded and feel like I'm not more than what I am because I chose to move on with my life and do better. And again, I'm speaking off of my truth, my experience. I protect a black man so much, and at the end, I have to fight for my life, and I'm never protected. Moving forward, that was high school, young and dumb, learning, whatever. Moved on, and I met a guy at the age of 20. This was the longest relationship that I ever had in my whole entire life. We basically was together our whole entire 20s. We started dating at 20 and we ended around 27. So in total, that's 7 years of my life that I spent with this guy. I basically spent my whole entire 20s with him. And I'm not going to speak down on our relationship. It was a growing relationship. It was an experience. We had fun. We traveled. We hurt each other. We healed each other. We fussed. We fought. We came back together. We lived together. We separated. We lived together. I mean, we did the whole 9 yards. That was my whole 20s. He was my whole entire 20s. Like, that's all I was investing my time into, was this black man. And it was because I loved him. I protected him. Even the times when we were younger and I was protecting him and making himself look like he was the man of the house and he was paying all the bills. And in reality, it was me. It was the black woman. I was paying my rent. I was paying my bills because I knew at the end of the day, it was in my name. And if they chose to walk away, I still had to be accountable for my bills. So the black woman protected the black man for their ego and pride, to make sure that I showed this black man that I loved him, to make sure that I had to be a ride or die, to show him that I would go through hell and high waters to be his. So I protected this black man this whole entire time out of love. But then once we ended, again, I didn't have any type of protection from a black man. I had to fight my way out of a relationship again from a black man that I took to love and protect. So now this is number 2. So my baby father, I don't have protection from him at all. My 7-year relationship, I don't have protections from him at all. So after that 7-year relationship ended, I took 2 years to heal. I focused on my business and being a mother. My life was just great. My life was just leveling up. I started at the bottom and ended at the top. And then within those 2 years, I end up getting into a after those 2 years, I'm sorry, I end up getting into another relationship. And that one was for a year. And again, I protected these black men because I love them. I protect black men because I want to make sure I'm boosting their ego and their pride. I'm protecting this black man by motivating them and tell them that they mean something. I'm protecting the black man and saying, hey, I'm praying for you. I'm protecting the black man and say, hey, no matter what this world treats you, you are special. I'm protecting these black men and I'm giving them nothing but encouragement and love because black men and black women already get enough hate as it is in this world. So I just try to always protect black men. But in actuality, as a black woman, I don't even have that much protection. I'm out here protecting black men, but they're not protecting me. So I even thought maybe I need to date outside of my race to see if this is only in African American relationships. And again, it doesn't matter if you're black, red, yellow, white, orange. It does not matter what color you are. Anything can happen to you. Anything can happen to you. So don't ever walk on this earth and think that nothing can happen to you because anything can happen to you. But off of the stories that I've heard black women in a black relationship with a black man, the stories are horrible. The stories are traumatizing. The stories are the woman has to move and uplift her whole family and start completely all over, and this black man is gone and gone to the next woman. And I really want to know if other race does that to their women. And I mean, I'm being honest, I even have a friend and she's a white friend. And she's in her early 20s and she's married with a beautiful family, a beautiful home, a beautiful husband. Like they don't go through all of that traumatizing and all of this. You got to do this and that, and you got to wait a couple of years, and I got to see if you really riding for me, and I got to see if you really gonna hold me down. They're not going through all of that stuff that black men are putting on us, and we're still continuing to protect the black man. Now, again, I'm not starting this episode to start anything or say don't protect black men because we need protection in this world. Black men and black women need protection. I am just speaking off of relationships. Black men really do not protect black women. After the relationship is done, it is basically screw you, throw you to the wolves. And then in my mind, I'm still wanting to love and protect this black man because at one time I loved him. Now, this last relationship, I can admit and say that I regret doing something in January. I went to social media for my first time in my life, and I'm 31 years old. I have never went to social media and put my business on live. But I did it this time because I was tired of protecting a black man. I wanted women to know that it's okay to speak your truth. You are not stupid. You are not less of a woman to speak your truth. I feel as though black men ego and pride is so high because we continue to protect what does not need to be protected. They get to walk away and get away with so much stuff that they do to black women because we protect our black men. We protect their image. We make sure that their ego and pride is set high. But then the black man is not protecting the black woman. Again, out of this last relationship, I had to fight my way out of a relationship from a black man that I protected and loved. And I just sit here and think, if I date somebody else than a black man, would my results be different? Because I'm just being honest, I have not heard other races, women, I haven't heard other women that's another race that has so many dramatic, horrible breakup stories than us black women. And again, this is just off of my life, off of my experience, off of my conversations that I have had with real women. I am a licensed esthetician. Majority of all of my revenue come from lashes. So I have met thousands and thousands of women by doing their lashes. And when they sit down for an hour and 15 minutes for me to do their lashes, we talk about everything. And as women, we can talk about it because more than likely we're going through the same thing. And from all the black women that I've spoken to, their relationship with a black man once it's ended is horrible. And we're no longer protected by the black man that we were protected. And it's not fair. And I'm just at this point now where I'm no longer sparing a black man who won't spare me. I will no longer protect a black man who will not protect me. I am a 31-year-old single mother, and I don't have any of my exes that are a black man that will protect me. Out of all of those years, all of that love, all of that knowledge, all of that pain, and you're still not protected. To me, it's insane. And again, I do regret going on live because it affected my family, it affected my business, it affected me. But I am not sorry for not protecting a black man anymore who does not protect me. I have protected so many black men over my life, overall in my life, that is insane. And I cannot say that I have the same love from a black man. And I really want you guys to chime in to see how you guys feel about this. And honestly, after all of this, I really do want to date outside my race. because I don't know. I never experienced, I don't even know how it is to be treated by another race because all I known was black men. I always wanted to date black men because I felt like we can relate. We were raised more than likely by a single mother. We were raised by the same food. We had the, same up upcoming, upbringing. So I just figured that we can relate more. But the pain that I have experienced through a black man who I've been protecting, I just feel like I want to get out there and experience something else because there's no way all races are doing this. And again, like I said, only black women that I have met have had horrible stories. All the other women that I have met that was different races, they're like, yeah, we broke up, we sat down, we talked, we, said this is gonna who's gonna get what. Matter of fact, my ex-boyfriend and my new boyfriend at the same party. They're cool, they're hanging out. But on my end, it's just a whole chaos. It's fighting, police's family. Everybody hate this person. Everybody hate this person. Now a hater over here, a hater over there. You're looking over your shoulder. You don't. That it's just too much. And all I ever been doing is protecting a black man. But at the end of the day, I don't have a black man to protect me. So moving forward, I want to get out here. I want to experience. I want to talk to other races and other cultures because the experience I've had with black men and black love, again, I can't sit here and say that it was just all hell because it wasn't. We have had fun times, great times, vacation, learning. I've had great times. But the heartbreaks of all these relationships from a black man who I protected has been heartbreaking. And again, I have not heard any other race talk about the things that their guys have done to them after the breakup. And I don't understand why we can't just sit down after a breakup and say, hey, thank you for the good times. Thank you for the bad times. It's not going to work out. You go this way, you go that way. Matter of fact, I got a little extra money. Here you go. Matter of fact, I got a little extra money. Here you go. Just being an adult and working it out instead of having to fight for your life out of the relationship. It's just insane. And this is my truth. This is my healing. And this is my life. And I'm going to end this episode by saying my affirmations today. I am strong. I am beautiful. I am smart. I am colossal. I am a beautiful butterfly. I am a rose that blooms in the summertime. I am love. And I hope you guys always end your day with your affirmations because it's so many people out here that's speaking down on your name and your business that you don't even know, seen and unseen danger. So make sure that you're protecting your aura, your soul, your mind, your body, your spirit. Feed yourself with positivity because if you don't, no one else will. And also make sure that you know that you can do anything that you put your mind to. There's nothing too hard for anyone. You just have to put in the work. And again, I hope every episode inspire women and inspire men to just live their truth. Have a great day. I'm going to go get cute and go to the museum and have a great day. Oh, wow.